Hey guys, welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're a subscriber. My name's Neil and it's time for the next episode of Lost. Guys, I'm in a bit of a slump. I've been goofing up on these reactions, you know? I mistook Kelvin for Zeke/Tom Friendly. I mistook Juliet, who we hadn't met before, for Penny at the start of season 3. I just mistook the guy playing undercover cop Eddie for Aaron Paul. But I guess what this proves is I am definitely watching these all for the first time. I am figuring this show out. There's a lot of new characters. I'm making some far-fetched guesses. I admit that. I'm trusting less and less about what the show's telling me, and maybe I've gone a little too far in that direction. But I don't think that's without merit, just because we have been tricked, we have been deceived. There have been some surprising developments which I find difficult to process. Like, seriously, how on earth did Desmond survive the hatch imploding? You know, we're learning new stuff that, again, is difficult to process. There's another island where Hydra is, which in itself is feasible, but the sailboat has sailed around it sailed halfway around the island and never seen it. We learned, I think, in the last episode that the others have a sub, which explains how they go back and forth. But if Hydra's on this other island, and that's where the bears were kept, how did the bears get onto the main island? Is there even more, did they take the sub? Did they swim? Or is there another way between the two islands that we haven't yet discovered? Is there some massive underwater tunnel system? Remember when the smoke monster back in season 2 disappeared down a big hole, dragging Locke with it, or trying to drag Locke with it? I don't know. I'm just in a place now with this show where I'm trying to guess what comes next, and I'm occasionally guessing wrong. And I'm making, like I said, I'm making some far-fetched guesses because this show, in a lot of ways, has had some very far-fetched plot developments. I'm going to try and rein it in a little bit and still try and anticipate where the show's going. I'm going to try and trust what I'm seeing on screen a little bit more, even though I know we can't always trust our narrators, we can't always trust our characters, that everything they see is real. We've been fooled before, especially when Locke's hallucinogenics are involved. I'm going to try and recenter myself in the show, if that makes sense. Kind of find the midpoint again and get back on track. I think that's what's necessary. So I'm going to approach this a smidge more simply than I have for the past few episodes. What do we have? We've got 3 of our heroes imprisoned by the others. We have 3 more, Saeed, Jin, and Sun, making their way back to Survivorville. We have Locke and Desmond and Hurley and Echo safely back in Survivorville. Locke has said he's going to mount some sort of rescue for Jack, Kate, and Sawyer. That's a good base level that we can start from. And now we can add mystery back onto that. I'm going to ignore some weirdness for the time being, even though I will have to reincorporate it at some later date. But I feel like trying to figure out Desmond's weird deja vu of Hurley's future, that's garnish, that's trim, that's icing on the cake, and there's no way I can put that on the story right now until I build the frickin' cake, until I lay down a foundation, build a house with simple walls and a straight roof, and then I can start putting trim on. I can start icing the cake. But right now I just need to throw some things in the oven and build some structure here. We can worry about decorating it in a couple episodes. So, let's jump into the next episode. This is episode 5 of season 3, and it's called The Cost of Living. Oh, this is before Echo was taken, I suppose.
Hey, eat. It's okay, Amy.
Echo?
Go.
Confess that you have stolen.
Yemi was hungry.
That is not an excuse. You have sinned, Echo. Confess!
Okay, definitely going to be an Echo episode.
How long has he been like this?
A couple days now.
They could definitely use a Jack around now, couldn't they?
What happened to him?
Before or after we saved him from the polar bear cave.
So, Saeed and Sun and Jin must be back. That was uneventful. Visions and hallucinations and dreams are so much a part of this story. This is what pulls me down away from the baseline, you know?
Are you okay, Father? Echo. Echo, wake up.
Emmy's back. Locke sees Boone. Echo sees Emmy.
It is time to confess. To be judged. You know where to find me.
Whoa.
Get it! Laying down. Laying down.
Brother.
You're all right. Where's Echo? He was right there.
Has he gone to find his brother? Is delirious Echo going to go back to the plane? Talk to a corpse?
Good evening, Jack. I was hoping you might join me for a walk.
One person who doesn't seem to be healing quickly is Ben in his face. He's still wearing scars from the beating from Saeed.
Why don't you put this on?
Join our cult.
Does it hurt?
Is the tumor his? The spinal tumor?
You have a tumor on your spine, an aggressive tumor. That is going to kill you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay? I'm ready whenever you are.
What's up with the matching uniform, matching clothes? This is all very cultish. Are they saying goodbye to Colleen? Funeral pyre?
He let you out?
Gave me a new shirt, too.
Bye, Jack.
Bye.
Where can you be this moonlit night?
Why did you show him my x-rays?
I didn't tell him they were yours. But I guess you did.
My heart is aching.
Well, that mystery was answered quickly.
The computer in the hatch wasn't only for pushing the button. It could be used to communicate with other stations. But you just told me the hatch exploded.
Imploded.
Did.
But there's the pearl.
You want to try and communicate with the others?
Yep.
Echo's gone.
When you pulled him out of the tent, did he say anything?
My brother.
That speaks to Desmond, my brother.
We're all going to the same place.
That's right, the pearl and the plane. The pearl is under the plane. So this is right after the plane.
You're home, Father.
Yep. Right after the plane left. Now he has to impersonate a priest. But the people of the church are going to know who he is, I'm assuming. You must confess for your whole litany of crimes. Presumably that's his brother's Bible. Photo of the two boys, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Oh, I was looking for Father Yemi.
He was called away quite suddenly.
Are you taking his place?
Yes.
Will Father Yemi still go to London? He was leaving at the end of the week. He was going to continue his studies.
Oh, man.
I will take his place there, too.
That's how he got out. London, then Australia. Oh, more smoke monster. He had some visions from his last encounter. What?
Don't! No! Please! No!
Visions, visions, visions.
Hey, everybody. We're heading out to the Pearl Station. There's a computer there that might help us find our people. Anybody want to come along? If you'd like to join us, it's a free island.
Yeah, see, Jack would go and do stuff alone.
Yeah.
Or he'd take Saeed or Kate.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not Jack. More the merrier.
I'll go.
Great. What?
You always whine about not being included. Now's your chance.
Nikki and Paolo. I understand they're not exactly fan favorites. And I certainly didn't like the way Nikki accused Hurley the moment he came back to Survivorville last episode.
Echo's heading for the plane that crashed on top of the entrance to the Pearl Station.
Well, that's quite a coincidence.
No such thing as coincidence.
Don't mistake coincidence for fate.
You're not supposed to do that.
I'm washing away my sins.
Father Yemi will
I'm not Father Yemi.
Oh, these are the guys he just had the vision of, aren't they?
Where's Father Yemi? Who wants to know?
Dennis Rodman wants to know.
You should explain our arrangement to your new priest.
We receive shipments of vaccines from the Red Cross. We're allowed to keep 20%. The rest we give to Emeka and his men.
In exchange for protection. I'm not afraid of you. I'll be back for the vaccine on Friday, Father. You don't want more lives on your conscience.
Yeah.
Hello, Echo.
Ooh. How fancy.
For lunch.
Grilled cheese.
I'm not big on mysteries.
Of course you're not.
She didn't cook that. She just screwed that up.
You people have cheeseburgers?
I killed the cow, processed the meat, baked the bun, and the fries. Try rendering animal fat.
No ketchup?
I'd like to talk to him. Doctor-patient confidentiality?
All right.
Of course.
Is Jack going to operate on Ben? Is Ben going to let him do that?
We had such a wonderful plan to break you, Jack. Wear you down till you were convinced we weren't your enemies. Get you to trust us. All of this, of course, assumed that you would get invested. Has it not occurred to you that Juliet bears a striking resemblance to your ex-wife?
Yeah, but...
All of this. You want me to save your life?
No, I want you to want to save my life. All I can ask is that you think about it.
Ugh, I do not trust anything that comes out of his mouth, and I get that and I should probably trust that, but every time Benjamin speaks...
Do you believe in God, Jack?
I feel like it's calculated.
2 days after I found out I had a fatal tumor on my spine, a spinal surgeon fell out of the sky. And if that's not proof of God, I don't know what is.
It's coincidence. It's fate. It doesn't mean it's God.
We can stop for a bit and catch our breaths.
So we also got Desmond, Saeed, Paolo, and Nikki. I feel like they're both ensign red shirts. Or they're the new Boone and Shannon.
Do not speak my brother's name again.
What are you so afraid of, Echo?
Whatever you are thinking, do not cross these men. Before Father Yemi, we got nothing. You remind me of him, you know. You're a good man, too.
I hear you have some vaccine to sell. I do. But it has to be done by Sunday. I'm leaving the country.
What's Echo looking for?
His brother's body's in that plane.
We're the exposition twins.
I saw it once, you know. I saw a very bright light. It was beautiful.
That is not what I saw.
Is Yemi gone? I mean, animals could have got it, right? Boars.
So, you don't want to come down there with us?
He's already been down there.
I will wait here.
Oh, I forgot. I found this when I was looking for you.
Return of the Cross. Nice.
Hello, Father. Today, I'm only going to cut off your hands.
Yeah.
No! Please, no! You do not know who I am.
Yeah, now you're definitely leaving the country.
Dharma Initiative. Station 5, or the Pearl, is a monitoring station.
What are these other TVs for? This guy says that there's 6 stations.
Yeah, this is nothing new.
So maybe some of these TVs are connected to the other hatches.
Well, I'm suddenly feeling very stupid.
I feel like there were 9 TVs the first time, but
John?
that might be my bad memory.
What is it?
That's a good question.
Oh, eye patch man. Do we know who this is? I don't think we do.
I guess he'll be expecting us.
If I remember correctly, from the glow-in-the-dark map on the blast door
You don't trust me anymore?
in the Swan,
Trust you just fine. Just thought I'd put a movie in.
there might be another hatch called the Flame, which we haven't yet discovered. Is this going to be another orientation
I
film?
should apologize. I'm sorry for bringing you here. And for everything that's been done to you and your friends. We were desperate. It was also we could save his life. I know you find that hard.
Yeah, we know Ben's a liar.
He is. You probably feel like free will is all we've really got, right?
So she wants Ben to die in surgery. But Jack's a doctor.
I told you before you.
He doesn't like losing patients. Can you trust her?
I want you to trust me. It's the right thing because he deserves to live.
Can we trust her? Like, I know we can't trust Ben, but just because she reminds him of his wife, are we supposed to trust her? I mean, like, I get why Jack might trust her, but should he?
Think about what I said.
My mom says you're a bad man.
Only God knows. What are they doing?
We are boarding up the church.
This is Yemi's church. You have no right to do this.
It is no longer sacred. If I were you, I would start making my peace now. Begin to repent. Because you owe God for every life you've taken. And you truly believe this is Yemi's? You owe him one church.
Which is why he's building the one on the island. Because he owes Yemi a church. The plane's a giant cross. We're going to see a picture of that before it's done. And maybe the plane becomes the church. Oh, we're seeing Yemi again.
Wait. You say you want to hear my confession. Why now, eh? Show yourself. Where are you?
What do we have here? It almost feels like a graveyard of plants. Like they're so organized and regular.
Are you ready, Echo?
I am ready, Yemi. I ask for no forgiveness, Father, for I have not sinned. I have only done what I needed to do to survive. When I was a young boy, I killed a man to save my brother's life. I am not sorry for this. I am proud of this. I did not ask for the life that I was given, but I did my best.
You speak to me as if I were your brother.
Who is he? Ugh, visions are so untrustworthy. Is the smoke monster messing with him? Oh. It's like Hulk smashing him. What the heck? Like, we've seen it grab someone before. Like, we saw it grab Locke, but throwing them around like that, that's new. He can't be in good shape after that. Secret whisper time. Did Echo just die? Did we just lose Echo? He's not sorry. He doesn't want forgiveness. He lived the life he was given the best way he could. I don't think there's anything wrong with any of that. Wow, we lost Echo. That sucks. What a great character. And the smoke monster killed him. That's like the first time The smoke monster's actually demonstrated its dangerousness.
What did he say, John?
It's been mysterious, and John's not going to tell us. Or is he?
He said we're next.
Okay. So we're finally coming back to some of the mysteries from season 1 and really upping the ante and the threat from them. The smoke monster, we established it relatively early on. It was mysterious. It wasn't as dangerous as we perhaps thought it was because the encounters we witnessed with it, Locke's first encounter when he was off boar hunting, Echo's encounter when we passed right through it and saw glimpses of his past, even when it had Locke and was dragging him down the hole, it never felt like a fatal threat. It felt like a security guard. It felt like something that had to be evaded. It felt like a monitoring system of some sort. And now it picked Echo up and smashed him around and broke him and killed him. I was not expecting Echo to die. I thought, like, at the start of the season, I didn't know whether he was alive or dead. We didn't know about him. We didn't know about Locke. We didn't know about Desmond. We were pretty sure Locke was going to make it because he's Locke. But we thought maybe Echo had sacrificed himself in the Swan, in part to save Charlie, and in part to save Locke. I didn't expect to see Desmond again. I figured Desmond was done for. And yet they all made it out. And just a couple episodes later, let's kill Echo anyway. Yeah, I think we're at the stage now where anyone can die. It's a real shame because Echo is such a strong, fascinating character. Like, you know, his mission statement right there at the end when he chose not to confess to what he thought was his brother. You know, there's a real philosophical debate there. You know, is he a bad man because he killed to save his brother, to protect, you know, the one person who matters more than anything to him? In a sense, it's the same question about Michael. Was Michael justified in killing to get Walt back? That's beyond me to discuss, other than I buy Echo's argument. I buy his argument that he never chose to be bad. He was forced to do things that are considered bad by many, but he did them for very good reasons. And motive matters in my world. I don't know if there are absolute sins. I think justification truly does matter. But discuss. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That's a heavy topic for the comments section, but I'm sure some of you have some thoughts. And now the smoke monsters after the rest of them, that they're next. I'm not positive that that's what Locke heard. I don't fully trust everything Locke says, although he does seem to have turned over a bit of a new leaf this season, but he is very secretive, and he does have a personal mission that he isn't quick to share. So I'll take that "we're next" line with a grain of salt. And speaking of a grain of salt, Ben and Juliet, like, you know, I said it when Ben came in and talked about how he was going to manipulate Jack. He's saying all of this to Jack. He told Jack how he was going to manipulate him, how he was going to get him on side, so that eventually Jack would cooperate and operate on Ben's terminal tumor. And it all scans, and yet I don't fully believe it. I feel like that Ben still has a hidden agenda. Every time Ben opens his mouth, I feel like there is something going unsaid that's even more important than what's being said. Which isn't to say that what's being said isn't necessarily the truth, but that there is always an ulterior motive. There's always, like, Ben's a grandmaster chess player. Like, he's always thinking steps and steps and steps ahead. And as smart as Jack is, he doesn't operate on that level. So I feel like Ben is always in the process of manipulating Jack. Always. And then Juliet comes in with this silent video of cue cards, which seems like a really easy way to get a message to Jack without Ben discovering it. Is security lax enough in Hydra that there's only one camera on that station? I guess for story reasons there is only the one camera on Jack, but that would tell me that there's blind spots in that space, and Jack would realize that and perhaps take advantage of that. But anyway, Juliet gets a message to Jack that she wants Ben to die in surgery. That she wants Jack to fail at the surgery. That it should be an accident and Jack wasn't able to save Ben. And she would protect him if he did so. Now, what possible reason do we have to believe Juliet any more than we believe Ben? What possible reason? And I get why Jack may believe it, because even as Ben pointed out, I mean, like, since we first saw Juliet, she was purposely cast to be confused with, I think, two other characters, both Sarah and Penny. And no, she's a new character, but as Ben says, the resemblance is notable and perhaps even designed. And so what does that mean? They're obviously trying to use Juliet to manipulate Jack. At least that's where my mind goes. So while Jack may be more susceptible to her suggestions, that doesn't mean that's a good thing. That doesn't mean that's a good thing at all. And if Juliet wants Ben dead, why, other than that Ben is clearly got his own agenda. Now, but we don't know any of the others' agenda. We don't truly know why any of them are doing what they're doing. What is their grand purpose? We've seen content which may or may not be manufactured in the form of these orientation videos. Everything in any part of this could be a psychological experiment. We know since they've been captive that the others have been trying to break Jack down. They've been trying to break down Sawyer and Kate, and they've succeeded to some real degree. Not completely, but they have made progress in breaking them down, in modifying their behavior. And it just feels like, why would they suddenly stop? Yeah, lots of questions. Trying to stay focused, trying to stay on the path, but every dubious vision, every word uttered by an unreliable source pulls me in a direction that may be right or may be completely off base. I don't think I can stop from entertaining the possibilities. So bear with me as I make mistakes. Try not to laugh too hard at me when I get the odd thing wrong. I know you guys love it when I call Kelvin Zeke, or when I thought we had Jesse Pinkman and laugh away. I try not to take it personally. I try. But yeah, bear with me as my guesses evolve on an episode by episode basis. And I think that's really the point of this show. I think this show, I talked about it in a previous episode, is treading water at this point, because as I've said, they hadn't yet known exactly how long they were going. They didn't know whether they were going 4 seasons or 10 seasons. They didn't know what storyline they were going to be following next. So there are some filler episodes here. There are some sort of capsule episodes that maybe don't advance the full storyline. And there may be some false starts in the mix here too. I don't know. I just don't know. You know, obviously not every mystery on the island will get answered. There will be hanging threads left over at the end. That's okay, as long as the story is well told. The fact is life doesn't tie up all those loose threads either, so why should we expect every television show to do so? Anyway, thank you guys as always for hanging out with me. I love to hear your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed by now, I don't care. You know, whatever. Some of you want to subscribe, some of you don't. Makes no difference to me. Watch the episodes when they pop up on your feed and enjoy them. And until next time, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.